Welcome to Art Book Nook. My name is Kay and I share and review my collection of art and craft books. Today we're going to look at 101 Watercolor Secrets by Anna Bucciarelli. So whether you're a novice or seasoned artist, 101 Watercolor Secrets promises to be an indispensable resource that offers practical guidance, artistic inspiration and a wealth of knowledge to elevate your craft. This book has 253 pages, with lovely print and excellent paper quality. The book is thoughtfully divided into 10 main sections, which makes it really easy to navigate, especially when you're looking for something specific. You can dip in and out, find exactly what you need, and return to it whenever necessary. The sections include decoding pigment labels, exploring colour families, building your signature palette, tools that matter, essential techniques, favourite subjects, dealing with challenges and common frustrations, composition secrets, Anna's favourite tips and tricks, and unveiling your potential with strategies for growth in watercolour painting. I've decided to review this book as a video series, otherwise this book review will take well over an hour and I'm sure no one has the stamina for that. So I'll release a new chapter every day until we reach the end of this incredible book by Anna Bucciarelli. This is episode 7, where we'll look at dealing with challenges and common frustrations. Anna shares some really helpful tips and techniques for working through those tricky moments that we all face when learning watercolour. Things like managing water control, knowing when to stop before overworking the paper, and finding the balance between crisp and soft edges. Before we begin, Anna asks you to remember the following principles. Embrace the learning curve, practice and celebrate every step, keep looking for solutions, not perfection. Overpainting is a common struggle. It's something most of us do without even realising it. It can lead to muddy colours, overworked areas and sometimes even damage the paper. Anna shares 8 really helpful tips to help you keep your watercolours fresh and vibrant. Things like layering from light to dark and allowing enough drying time between washes. If you'd like to explore all of Anna's tips in full detail, I'd definitely recommend picking up a copy of her beautiful book. I've popped links in the description below to where you can get hold of your own. Achieving crisp edges in watercolour can be a bit tricky, as it's such a fluid, unpredictable medium. But with the right techniques and a bit of mindful practice, you can achieve clean lines and sharp details, even on textured paper. In the case study, Anna found painting the finch quite a challenge, with all those overlapping feathers. She started with the lightest colours first, slowly building up to the darker tones, and very important, she allowed plenty of drying time between each layer to keep the edges defined and the colours clean. If you want to keep your watercolours looking fresh and vibrant, which I'm sure you do, there are a few simple things that can make all the difference. In this section, Anna shares her go-to tools and techniques for avoiding dull, muddy colours and the specific pigments and brands she relies upon to get clean, glowing results. Understanding water control is crucial to watercolour painting. It affects everything, from how washes and gradients behave to how smooth or textured your final piece looks. Some of the most common issues are overloading your brush, getting uneven washes, unexpected blends or backruns and paint drying too quickly. This usually comes down to not quite understanding how much water is in your brush or on the paper. Anna has here a simple step-by-step exercise to help you practice the timing of the wet on wet technique, so you can start to gain more control as you paint and feel more confident. Tonal values are all about the range of lights and darks in your painting, and getting the balance right is key to creating a real sense of depth. Mastering tonal harmony is one of those skills that can truly elevate your watercolour work. One helpful way is to practice by creating a tonal study of your subject using just a single pigment. It's a simple exercise, but it really helps you understand how each colour behaves tonally in your palette. And remember, don't judge your work too soon. Watercolour always dries lighter than it looks when it's wet, so give it time before making any decisions. Watercolour blooms, also known as cauliflowers or blossoms, are those unexpected, fascinating patterns that appear when wet pigment meets another wet area on the paper. While many beginners see them as mistakes, more experienced watercolourists often embrace blooms for their unique and visually captivating effects. Shirley Trevenor, a fantastic watercolour artist, actively incorporates them in her still life paintings. I've popped a link in the description below to another of my book reviews featuring one of Shirley's books, if you'd like to take a look. By understanding the science behind blooms, you can begin to harness them in your own paintings, using them intentionally to enrich your style. Anna explains exactly how and why blooms occur, and in the case study, she illustrates how she uses them intentionally in her own artwork. Fixing accidental brush marks or paint smudges is totally doable with a technique called lifting. Anna takes you through a simple step-by-step guide to help you correct any little mishaps. She also gives you some helpful tips on how to prevent them in the first place, so you can paint with more confidence and have fewer surprises. Tracing outlines for watercolour painting can be a bit of a controversial topic in the art world. In this section, Anna shares a thoughtful, balanced perspective and talks openly about her own journey and her approach. She explains why some artists are wary of tracing. She touches on important copyright considerations and also highlights the very real benefits it can offer, especially when you're learning or working on very detailed pieces. Anna provides 4 different ways to trace accurate outlines. These include using a light box, tracing paper, the grid method, and using a printer. Each has its own advantages and disadvantages, and Anna explains how to choose the one that will work best for you. And here's Anna's favourite method. Rather than using a printed reference, she prefers to trace directly from her iPad screen. And that concludes this episode, dealing with common challenges and frustrations. In the next episode, which will be Chapter 8, we look at composition secrets. In the meantime, if you haven't seen them yet, you might enjoy catching up on the earlier videos in this series. Each one explores a single chapter from Anna's incredible book, 101 Watercolor Secrets. You could also visit Anna's website to learn more about her work or treat yourself to your own copy. I've linked to everything in the description below. I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, please give the video a like. It really helps YouTube share it with others who enjoy art books too. I post a new art book review every week, so if you'd like to see more, do consider subscribing. I truly appreciate it. If you found the review helpful, please feel free to leave a comment below. I reply to everyone. And if there's an art book you'd like me to feature, just let me know. I'll do my best to review it for you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy painting.